Good morning. I know you've seen those 15-minute YouTube videos for your perfect morning, including a lemon wash for your face and a cold plunge and 8 miles and all things in between. But let's be real. I've got a job. You've got a job. I have a family. I have a commute. I have work to get to in the morning. So today we're going to be talking about a realistic morning routine for all my working gals out there. Welcome back to Seriously, the Claudia Project. I'm Claudia. This is your daily morning show for motivation, lifestyle, and showing up for yourself in real life. So let's hop right into it and let's get into the business of what my morning routine really looks like. So right now, I'm getting up realistically at 6. On practice days, I wake up around 5:15, but the goal for me is to push to 5:30. So what I would like to do is get up at 5:30, but we're going to talk about what my kind of morning routine on a day where we don't have practice looks like. So we get up at 6, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I like to get my morning steps in. So recently I've been walking outside for about 30 minutes, which is like very, very casual for me. During that walk, I send out all of my social media preps. So the podcast I do at night, we prep the day before, make sure everything's ready to go right at 6:30 so that there's nothing to think about there. I also do all of my TikToks and Instagrams the night before. That way all I have to do is post them in real time. I find that posting them in the morning instead of scheduling them in my head, I think that it makes it better. Anyway, so those are the things I do first. So now it's 6:30. When I come back in the house, I put my eggs on. I'm on a protein kick right now. We're trying to lose weight. We've got 12 weeks to do it. December 10th is not going to reach us by itself. So we are eating eggs for breakfast and I can't prep them before. It just kind of creeps me out. So I boil 2 eggs and then I hop into the shower. Typically, as soon as I get out of the shower, we lotion, we do all of the things, and then we get ready for the day. We will talk about this in a little bit, but I just put on the clothes that I've laid out the night before. That way I don't have to think about it. Typically at this point, Andre has gotten up, and so I'll make the bed while he's kind of moseying around. And at that point, it's usually around the 7 o'clock hour. So I'm dressed, I've showered, I've already gone on my walk, which is really great. My eggs are cooking, and then I do my makeup and my hair after I'm already dressed. That way it's like lined up. My makeup routine for work is pretty casual. I do a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of mascara, and then tinted moisturizer if I'm feeling really fancy, or just a moisturizer. I've recently been using CeraVe at the nighttime. I use it during the day just because I like the way that it feels a little better than the daytime, which I believe has sunscreen in it. I don't know, but there's like a white cast. I don't know. Doesn't make me feel good, so I don't use that. From there, after I do that, I turn off my eggs. This point's around 7:15, and then I head upstairs to get Ashton ready. At that point, once I walk up the stairs, that means we're like on our way out. I did leave out a piece, so while I turn my eggs off, I go ahead and prep them. I open them, cut them in half. No one likes to smell eggs in an office, so I eat them on my commute to work. And then I pack my work bag before waking him up because, again, it's all about setting up a routine that works for you. So I'm walking you through mine. I found that if I don't do my work bag before I wake him up, I have a tendency to forget things that I need. So like my protein shakes, my water, my packing my lunch up, prepping my eggs, doing all the things. That way when I go upstairs and get him, it's all about like making sure Ashton's good to go, lotioning his body, doing all the things. So once we do that, 7:15, we head up the stairs, we get him ready, we brush our teeth. So he's got a morning routine too, right? So for all my moms out there, setting not just yourself up, but also your kids up for their morning routine is super helpful. So for him, I don't lay his clothes out the night before because he's 2. So like the outfits are man-made, right? So it's pants, it's a top, and socks. So we get him ready. As you guys all know, he's still taking off his clothes at night. So he's typically naked, so we have to do like a bird bath in the morning, even though we've taken a bath the night before. When we get him ready, we brush our teeth, which he practices by himself, and then we come downstairs. To make my morning routine earlier with Ashton, we use lotion and his brush on our countertop the night before so that we just like sit him on the counter, we put on his shoes, do the whole hair thing. And then I offer him a banana or an orange, and we head on out of here. Best case scenario, we're leaving this house at 7:45. Worst case scenario, we're leaving at 7:55. So I have about a 10-minute window, grace period, where everyone in the house knows that mom's gonna start like screaming about us getting out of here, which is super important. So what have we talked about so far? No part during this morning routine have I talked about any decisions being made the morning of, right? So my clothes are laid out to go for the 30-minute walk. I already know that that's happening. All of my social media posts are already prepped and ready to go. Even the captions, all of that stuff is ready to go. So I don't have to think about it either. I just go to the thing, I just go to the sites and I just post the content. From there, my outfit's laid out already, so I just get in the shower, I put on the clothes that I've already laid out, I've already ironed them, all of that stuff is good to go. So no decisions are being made. I pack my lunch the night before. All of those things are done. So it's really just about going in order every single day and knowing exactly how much time things take. So because I do that 30-minute walk, I know I've got about 15 or 20 minutes to really shower, get ready, put on makeup, do the whole thing before getting Ashton up. And so what you see online is adding all of this other stuff. So I was trying to do that before, and I was trying to, daily journal in the morning and do all of these. I don't have the time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If I want a daily journal, I gotta do it at night. I cannot wake up at 5 a.m. to do that. I'm not going to bed early enough. And so I'm a work in progress. But a realistic morning routine for you just needs to be about removing the need to think about things that have to happen. So what are things you absolutely must do? How much time do they actually take you? And then laying them out in order. So now that we are out of the house, like I said, I eat my eggs in the car on the way to daycare while Ashton eats either his banana or his orange, so that's our breakfast, and I drink water before I drop him off. So there's my first sip of water in the morning. On a really good day, I'll drink water as soon as I wake up. But again, this is realistic. This is not me telling you stuff that's a lie. Typically, the water I'm consuming is in the car for the first time. At that point, I've only been up for about an hour and a half, so not too bad if you ask me. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'll add the water thing to when I wake up. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Anyway, so I eat my breakfast in the car, drop him off at school, and then I head to work. So at this point during the morning, it is right around like the 8:15 mark on my way to work, and I get to work at 8:30. Once I get there, that's when I start my day by checking emails, and then I write out my agenda for the day. What are all the things I accomplished yesterday? What are all the things I need to do today? And I like to do my work, well, I do emails first, but I do my work to-do list first, and then I write down like my personal to-do list while I'm at work. Again, I've done most of the work on Sunday, so it's just like filling in the days and seeing how it goes. But that is my realistic morning routine. What I would challenge you guys to do is figure out, maybe you really like what I'm doing. It's like a little 30-minute walk in the morning just to get the blood flowing, give you some time to wake up. I found that I really am enjoying it. I've been doing it for about the last 30 days or so. And now my body really is enjoying like waking up, getting moving, getting my steps in, which has been super helpful. But the realistic part of all of this is I'm not doing anything that's groundbreaking. And you don't have to do anything groundbreaking either, right? Like if I get up a little earlier, like I want to get up at 5:30 only because I would like to walk for a little longer than 30 minutes. I'd like to walk for about 45 minutes. If I don't do the dishes the night before, I usually do them in the morning if I wake up a little earlier. And so that gives me just a little more wiggle room to be able to do those kind of things, which is really nice. And I'm also mapping out if I want to move my MBA studying from the evening to the mornings, just because I think I'm a little more awake and agile at that point. But again, it would require me to get up a little earlier, which means I need to go to bed a little earlier. And who's got time for that? Am I right, ladies? So that is my morning routine that's realistic. It's not perfect. And it adjusts every single day, and there's a little bit of wiggle room. Like I know what times I need to be places. Like 7:15, if I'm not walking up those stairs, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be late today. There's just no way around it. Let me go ahead and message my team and let them know I'm not gonna be there at 8:30. Well, I'm not supposed to be there till like 9 anyway, so it's like that's totally fine. But just thinking about not making it perfect and making it work for you and making adjustments. So maybe you don't need to cook your eggs in the morning. Maybe you can handle boiling all your eggs on Sunday and then just like eating them cold. Not me. Stresses me out. But some mornings, if I don't have time, then I'll skip the eggs and I'll just drink a protein shake, which I don't suggest. You should be eating something to get the the digestion going, which I support wholeheartedly. So that is my morning, my realistic morning routine, and I hope that you guys can take some things from there and like add them into your day. I think waking up just like a little early, tips and tricks that we've talked about before is like, if you're waking up at 7, moving to waking up at 6 the next day is not really realistic, so maybe start 6:45. Do that for a little bit. Get your body used to it. Then move it up to 6:30, and then add in some small things you want to do. That way it feels good, and it doesn't feel like a laundry list of things, like another to-do list on top of all of the other things you have going on. Seriously, let's get into the glow up for 90 seconds. The reason my morning routine works is because of what I'm doing in the evening. The nights where I decide to come home, and they do happen, so don't cry for me, Alamo. When I come home and I don't do anything and I just want to rest and I like leave out the whole prep the night before, my morning routine struggles. It has a lot of struggle. There's a lot more decisions that need to be made, and now I'm moving around chaotically. So what I'm challenging you to do, seriously, your 90-second glow up, set up your evenings for success. Lay out your clothes. Prep your lunch. Like, I'm not talking about cooking a bunch of extra food. I'm just talking about putting it in the to-go bags. Go ahead and split out those grapes, put them in the bag, put them on top of the lunch. Take your water and your protein shakes and everything else you plan to take, and go ahead and set them up in your bag. So that is already done. It's something you don't have to think about. You've already made a ton of decisions in your day. So like one more decision at night's not going to hurt, and you're going to go straight to sleep right after. So it's something that you can definitely make happen, and it will set your morning routine up for success. It will also help you find things that you need. So like if you know you want to start taking your planner to work, where is it? Lay it out. Pack the bag. That way you have everything you need. If you're going to go to the gym during your lunch break the next day, go ahead and pack the gym bag. That way you can walk through your socks, the underwear, whatever things you need, the shower shoes. I never remember the shower shoes. Now you're at work using the towels in the shower because you don't want to step on them. Whatever. Use the night before really to prep and think about all of the things that you really need to do. That way there's less for you to have to do the next day. Iron those clothes, lay them out, take a second, try them on, make sure you feel good about the outfit. That way you're not wearing the same thing, because when I put on clothes in the morning, I'm like, what's the easiest option where I don't have to think about this at all? And then I end up looking the same way or like wearing the exact same things instead of really, utilizing all of the clothes that I have in my closet. All right, Atlanta in real life. We are going to be talking about, because we're talking about realistic morning routines, I want to give you a realistic place in Atlanta to try, and that is a coffee shop. So I would suggest Dancing Goats. It's like my husband's favorite place. He goes for a lavender honey latte. That's what he gets. I'm a drip coffee girl, so if I'm feeling fancy, I'll do like a cappuccino. But overall, I like the drip coffee there. It's there's a few of them in Atlanta. There's one in Buckhead for sure. There's one in Ponce, on Ponce. You know the vibes. Ponce City Market. So there's one over there too. The one on Ponce City Market has a bit more space than the one in Buckhead, but they definitely have working space. It's a good place to have a meeting. And so I suggest you go check out Dancing Goats and let me know how you guys feel about it. We're always looking for fun coffee shops. I think most people are at this point. It's like a fun thing to get out and do. Now, I know the girlies are not letting people take them on coffee dates. I'm not saying that. I'm saying go get a coffee with a friend, or like a tea, or a muffin. I don't know. Or just go use your laptop there if you were like, Claudia, I'm not into any of that. I'm not doing none of that. Anyway, so that is my Atlanta in real life, so make sure you check them out. Please tag anybody below that you think that I should feature in the coming episodes, because there'll be many, many episodes, so we'll be going around and touring all of Atlanta. Community moment is a super shout out to my girlfriend Mimi. She has been going back on set and has been having a wonderful time and has pulled in a few additional days, which we always love and admire. So shout out to her for continuing to push herself. She also was featured on one of the episodes a few weeks ago, maybe last week. She gave us hair tips, things to be thinking about as the seasons are changing. As always, I'll tag her in the description below. That way you guys can use her. She gives a wonderful blowout, and she is here for your health of your hair, which is always amazing. Seriously, thank you guys so much, as always, for coming to Seriously, the Claudia Project, the morning show. We're having so much fun coming every day, and I hope you guys are really enjoying these segments. Remember, a realistic morning routine is something that works for you, doesn't work for someone else. So just because the internet is telling you to go against the grain and be the most, wake up at 4 a.m. and run and then flip upside down and then drink a full gallon of water. You don't have to do that, and you can find a routine that really works for you, that makes you feel comfortable and confident and leaving your house feeling ready to take on the day. And I hope that listening to my realistic morning routine has given you an idea of how you want to brace yourself for your own. As always, seriously, I'm Claudia. Thanks so much for being here. Toodaloo!